Yo, what up? My name is Success Keeps Spitting, and I'm from Spokane, Washington. Right now, you're tuning in with Chaotic Neutral for No Haters. Woo woo!
No haters, back like we never left. Breaking down the doors in your mind like a psychopath. Run the halls screaming, hatchet wheeling, screaming decaf. Got you running circles, bet your ass this ain't no decaf.
What up? Just chilling. I don't know if Chaotic was gonna be behind the scenes, or I guess he's the production crew. All right then. I guess anyway, welcome in Wednesday. Whoa, much motherfucking love. Hope everybody's doing good on your fucking hump day. You know. Oh yeah. Uh Anyway, he's in the chat saying he'd be here for a minute, but I don't know if he's gonna show his face or not. But anyway, I don't know how to bring in the guest, the main host, Kazkit the Monster. I don't know how to do any of that or whatever. So if the production guy, you know, can do that.
Power off.
Power off. What the? Anyway, heck yeah. Well, you know what I mean? Roll on in. Whoa.
Whoop. It looks like I'm here.
Yeah, no doubt. Me too.
Yep, we're here.
Yeah. How's your Wednesday going?
It's Wednesday, middle of the week, hump day, you know?
Yeah. No doubt on that. You know what I mean? Getting closer to the weekend anyway.
Yep, yeah, it is.
But hell yeah, it's good to see you. Good to meet you. You know what I mean?
Meet you.
Welcome to No Haters. I don't know if I don't think Chaotic's gonna be having be here with his face or whatever. I think he's just gonna do the whole production part of everything, I guess maybe. So it looks like it's just us.
I do believe he said he was going to be sick or something. He was sick, so.
Yeah, he's been sick for a minute. Can you hear me all right?
I hear you perfectly fine.
That's what's up. But hell yeah, bro. Well, shit. Welcome to No Haters.
Yeah. Thank you for having
Heck
me.
yeah. No doubt.
This is like my second or third time being on No Haters before.
That's what's up. I usually, since the show started, I usually try to catch everybody. You know what I mean? But some shows I remember and some shows I don't.
Yeah.
Just because, the whole state of mind I guess I'd be in at the time whenever I'd be watching it before I started co-hosting.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah.
I guess now it's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Because now there's interaction and shit like that with the artist and everything else. Besides, you know what I mean? Other than just watching it and then, reading it in the comments and all that shit,
Right.
So yeah, but that's what's up. Glad you could be here again. You know what I mean? At least, you like No Haters enough to come back and shit. You could be always like, fuck y'all. Ain't doing No Haters ever again. Oh, there's the sweet pea. Oh, Chaotic Care Bear.
You gotta switch headsets.
Heck yeah. No doubt. Whoa.
Whoop.
Got,
I send Chaotic to bed.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. He's got pneumonia
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and is
Definitely.
cussing me from the bedroom.
Right. Yeah. See, fuck being sick too. You know what I mean? Like, especially like I don't know how it is where y'all live at or whatever with the whole pollen and everything else like that. But whenever this time of year fucking whips around, man, you just see it like floating by. You're just breathing it in. You know what I mean? You're probably gonna have some kind of sinus problem or
It's
Oh yeah.
not as
respiratory problem for
bad
sure.
down here. Up where Kazkit is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seasonal allergies up here are terrible.
It's not. It's
Uh,
not bad down here because it's so dry.
yeah. Hmm. Where are you located at, bro?
I currently live in New Hampshire, out of New England.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
he
a
doesn't.
Patriots fan?
Am I a Patriots fan? Of
Yeah.
course I am. Of course
Oh
I
yeah.
am.
You think they did all right in the draft?
We'll see.
Yeah. See, I'm in Georgia, so I watched a little bit of see the whole thing with the draft or whatever with me. Like I didn't really watch it that much, but whenever
Yeah.
my dad got sick and shit, like we started watching it because he couldn't do shit then, and whenever it would come on during the springtime, we'd watch it and shit, and then whenever he passed away, I just kept watching it or whatever. You know what I mean? I guess then it actually kind of came a big deal, maybe. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I watched a little bit of it and hopefully the Falcons, you know what I mean? I watched their fucking uh, you know, on YouTube them pick up some people and shit like that. So hopefully we got a pretty good team too.
Hopefully. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, right.
I always think when it comes to drafts, like you could draft the best guy and he could end up being a dud. So it doesn't even matter. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like the
Oh
first,
yeah.
the first 2 or 3 years, that's where you see,
Mhm.
where they're at.
Yeah. And too, you know what I mean, even like college quarterbacks or players or whatever else, like you hear like they be trying to get like extensions to keep playing, college football. It's like, bitch, move the fuck on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you think you dominate in college, man. Some of them pro dudes are fucking huge.
Johnny Manziel was the perfect example.
Yeah, I was thinking of that exact same
Yep.
thing about where you think, where you were saying.
Yep. 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 Johnny Manziel was the perfect example. Tim Tebow was another one.
Yeah,
Just didn't work out.
that's what's up. You know what I mean? No matter how good you are.
True that.
Hell yeah.
I see what Dom
Dominic
said.
in
Position. Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Position. Yeah. Positions of needs. Pat will be fine. How's my leg? It hurts every day.
What'd you do?
I was attacked after a show a couple weeks ago by a guy
Oh
named
damn.
Frank Bones, and I have a knee injury now. That's kind of
Hmm.
it's kind of we'll see how long it takes. The doctors aren't really sure how long it will be, but we'll see how it goes. We were just starting getting
Damn.
into the wrestling thing. I was just starting to get into the wrestling thing, and got attacked, hit with one of those extendable billy clubs. Dude,
Yeah.
I didn't even know what happened at the time. I was concussed. I didn't even know. I spent a week pretty much dealing with a concussion, with memory issues
So
with what happened.
somebody like either somebody or some people like
Oh no,
attacked you. That shit wasn't like
oh
planned, like in wrestling or whatever.
oh no, he did it. He attacked. They videotaped it and put it out. It was all over Facebook. That thing was all
Oh
over
shit.
Facebook. Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Frank from wrestling, and I knew him from, see, like we started, helping get him on shows and stuff, and he kind of got sour about it. He didn't like his position on the lineup. He thought he
Yeah.
should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we kind of
I
got into
know
a
what.
brawl. Myself, Tricked Out, and Ermac, otherwise known as we got into a scuffle with them in the parking lot after the show because they got on stage and started some shit and everything else, and we ended up in a scuffle out
Right.
in the parking lot, and yeah. And then they do that because the dude's a coward.
Yeah, that's I don't know. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hmm.
Weak ass shit.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yep,
Like,
it
I
was
have no
during our
problem
max
like
set.
fist fighting somebody. You know what I mean? I'll fist fight you, but don't just like. I mean, if you whip out some type of weapon, then I guess I'm either trying to find a weapon or something else. You know what I mean? But if you're, you know what I mean? Just fucking
Yeah.
fist fight me if you have that much of a fucking problem.
I think I think the truth be told, he's scared to fight me one on one or
Yeah.
even fight any of the members of NEK one on one, Tricked Out or Ermac.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Huh.
they literally waited until they like I was walking to my car. I saw the video. That's the only reason I know what happened is I saw the video. I waited until I was walking to my car. I was slapping hands with Tricked Out and Ermac, and they left, and he did it. Yeah.
Right. Hey, that's crazy.
Got to make a note not to have him on the show. Decides it's a bitch move, and he deserves what he gets. Well, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I was training to do wrestling and stuff, and now it's looking like I might have to hold that back for a little bit until my knees finished healing up and everything. For now, I'm still going to the shows. I'm out there with the New England Kings, which is the tag team. It's Tricked
Yeah.
Out
Yeah.
and Hack Robinson. So I go out there. I basically like a manager on crutches right now. But
Yeah. He kind of like Tanya Harding and shit.
Yep. So yeah, he did actually. Matter of fact, somebody on one of the comments, I think it was my boy Buzzkill, no, what maybe was it Buzzkill? No, it was Payne, my boy Payne, who's been on No Haters. He said that they Tanya hearted me, literally.
Mm.
Yeah, hit me right in the back of the kneecap, and then hit me a couple times on top, and then hit me in the head with it.
Right. Damn.
Yeah.
Mm. That's fucked up.
Yep.
Off
But
the
yeah,
record,
that's
I'd
yeah.
probably cut your motherfucking tongue out whenever I got fucking healed up. I'd take a box cutter
Oh,
and I'd fucking cut your motherfucking tongue out.
oh, don't you worry, man. Once I get healed up and everything, Frank Bones, his whole group, CIA, they
Mm.
got some shit coming for them. They don't even know. They don't even
Right?
know.
That's crazy. Just to do that to somebody and shit. That I mean that's. But anyway,
Yeah.
well at least you're healing. You know what I mean, and you're fucking still here and fucking talking and fucking wobbling around and shit.
Yeah.
Cause
It sucks. Can't really work because of it.
yeah,
I was laying in the backyard the other day. It was nice and sunny out, so I was laying out in my lawn chair out there. Fell asleep. Got sunburn all over my arms and stuff because I fell
yeah,
asleep. And we got a mural of my best friend Nails, where we do Nailzfest after out there. And I was kind of looking at it. Well, also when Frank did that, he took my pennant, which has Nails' ashes in it. So I'm kind of
mm,
upset about that. It's one thing to take somebody's piece of it's not just a piece of jewelry. That's literally my best friend in that piece of
yeah.
jewelry.
See, I got my dad's ashes in my shit. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
where he's been at for fucking, I don't know, ever since I fucking got him. I mean, this is the second, charm I have just because, as it moves around the class, the little fucking thing that holds it together fucking does fucking slide back and forth and, eventually will get cut in half and shit.
Yep. Yeah,
But yeah,
I had that charm for like 5 years. His father gave it to me at the very first Nailzfest that we did, and this is the longest I've gone without it because Frank took it, and
yeah, yeah,
who knows where Frank is? Nobody knows.
Mm. Right. Start, where's Frank? You know what I
Okay.
mean? Fucking Juggalo Bolo, where's Frank? Mm.
Okay, I'm looking. Bannon.
Are we supposed to be in the
I'm reading,
comments?
I'm reading the comments. They can say whatever they want, man. It's not a big deal. Whatever. Doesn't break my heart. I got a couple of guys in there that seems like they're backing me up. So let them talk.
Oh,
Let them
yeah.
watch the show. Gives you more viewers. You know, let these guys be. You know, they wish they could be on a show like this. You know, they wish they could. You know, whatever. You know, they're just hateful. Let them be. Let them hate. You know, doesn't hurt my feelings at all.
Chaotic said they're never getting on this show.
Well, looks like that's that.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, enough about Frank Bones and his central intelligence of losers. Ugh.
So, Casket, tell us
Yeah.
how you the whole backstory behind what is Casket.
Well, I started doing music, and it's crazy to think about now. I started doing music roughly about 25 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm 38 now.
I know
Um,
you're about the same age as me. That's why I said that.
yeah. I started doing music like 25 years ago. Never really took it serious until like probably around 2009, 2010. Um, I was in a rap group called Cell Block Psychos with my friend Lawrence. Um, we were hanging out with this guy Riznut, who was like a local. I grew up in a very small town called Tamworth, New Hampshire. I mean, there was literally 300 people there. That was how small it was. But we had one guy who was a pretty famous rapper out of New Hampshire. His name was Riznut. Well, he had just so happened to be living in the same town that we all lived in, and we all went with him and smoked a blunt. And at the time, my rap name was Just Sin. And I always thought that was a cool name. You know, my real name was Justin. It was cool. And he was looking at me one time, and he's smoking a blunt. Dude hits the blunt and goes, "Damn, you a big ass motherfucker. You could put somebody to casket. That's what I'm gonna call you for now on. It's casket." And it just kind of stuck from there. You know, casket, cat, and then from there, people have turned it to Kaz or Big Kaz. You know, it's turned it's become its own thing. You know.
Right. It's pretty straight how you know what I mean. Like names that you know what I mean. Homies give you and shit kind of just stick around and shit. Like because
Yeah.
I was in a punk band. I mean, I guess I'm still in the punk band. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
my name in the punk band is Creepy. And a lot of the homies that I've been
That
in the
suits you.
fucking band with, yeah, that's all. That's the only name they know me by. None of their family or anybody or whatever. That's the only name they know me, and that's been like that for fucking years.
Yeah, it's funny. My wife met me as Casket originally, but now she just calls me by my real name. And then we're at shows. She will be like, "Hey, have you seen, Justin? Have you seen him?" And everybody's like, "Who?" And she's like, "Oh my
Yeah,
God, Casket." You know,
yeah, right.
I
because
hear
I
Misty
Like,
mean,
where's
giggling
he
in the
at?
yep,
background.
she's giggling in the background. Yep, it's a true story. It's a
Yeah,
very true story.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's the same thing with Chaotic. I'll go out. Have you seen, have you seen Christopher? Who?
yeah.
Have you seen
Yeah.
Chaotic? Oh, yeah.
It's kind of funny because there's some people that like recently got like brought into our like music kind of thing, and they still call me Justin. And it's really weird for me to be out and somebody was like, "Hey, Justin," and I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, "That's not my oh, it is my name." Like or family, if family ever comes out
Yeah,
to a
yeah,
show, I'm just Justin to them. They don't give a
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
like
about
when people
Casket.
actually call me Tiffany instead of Sweet Pea when we're at a show, I'm like, wait, are you talking
Right.
to me?
Within Juggalo culture, it's just Casket or
Yeah,
Kaz, and it always has been. You know?
yeah. If you call me by any name, then that you know me on a different level. You
Right,
know
right.
what I mean?
I sometimes have to do a double take to people if they call me by my government name, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Like who the fuck are you to me?
Fames,
yeah.
Fame needs
Right.
another government name. It doesn't suit him.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought about changing
yeah.
my government. I thought about changing my government name to Casket, but then I was like, man, I don't want to disrespect my parents like
Right.
that.
I could tell you what I was almost named. Actually, I could tell you. Well, my dad wanted to name me Peabody after that motherfucker from the fucking cartoon or whatever, just 'cause that dog was super smart and shit. You know
Yep,
what I
yep,
mean?
yep. Yeah, I do.
And
I get
then
you.
uh, and then I was gonna be Leonard Marion Nolan the third or whatever, but
No, that's worse.
you know, you know,
My parents,
so
my mother named me after a soap opera. That my mother was obsessed
yeah,
with soap operas.
General
Yeah.
Hospital. You know,
Think
all my
I think it
children.
was I
No,
think it
just
was Days of Our Lives. My older sister is a couple years older than me. Is also named after another person from that soap opera.
right.
So it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy how that works.
yeah. I used to have to watch that shit whenever I was younger and shit. You know, back whenever they made TV guides and all that bullshit.
Yeah, stay home sick.
Yeah. That. I mean, I wish.
Your wife stopped by to say hi. Fames.
Oh, she did. Oh.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
I was reading some of the comments. I've been asked, "Have you seen
Heck yeah.
Justin?" and said, "Nope." Right after seeing you, bro. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. CIA is gonna put me in a casket. Man, I fucking wish. I wish you would try. I was just reading the little bit of the hate. It looks like he doesn't want to hate anymore.
Mm.
Big Kaz shook
You know what I mean? Hate is just crazy. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
hating on shit's just fucked up anyway.
I mean, whatever, they just
Yeah. I'm
I
pretty
can't
nice
understand
and
it.
peaceful, you know? Yeah, you
Oh,
know what I mean?
You
Shit like that
are
blows my mind sometimes.
you are about as sweet as they get.
Heck yeah.
You get tired of
it's
him
just
running
the
off at the
beginning.
mouth, let me know. I'll take
I'm
it.
not tired at all.
All
They're
right.
just gonna give up. They're gonna give up their next plans to me because they can't. They're like a maniacal villains that can't stop talking. They're gonna give away their big plan of what they're gonna do to me next because I can't
This
wait
is
until they try.
true.
Bro, I got crutches that I want to hurt somebody with now. You know what I
That's
mean?
bullshit.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
last message he put in chat.
What do you say? What do you say?
Took a little
Chicken.
souvenir too.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's fucked
you,
up.
you can hold that for now because it's your guys' head next. Anyway, what's your next question?
Let's see. Influences. How about
So,
Oh, influences.
I was,
that?
yeah.
So
And
my influences
Nailzfest.
are
I want to hear about
Oh
that.
yeah.
all right. So
Because
influences
aren't
the
you doing it
Nailzfest.
again?
Yes, I am. This will be the 6th year in a row that we have done it.
That's the first time I met him was at Nailzfest.
Yeah, I believe that was the second or third one that we did.
I think it was the second one.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's the second one.
Yep. So my influences have always come from like strange places, but like early on when I was really young, it was like Tupac Shakur, Biggie Smalls, all that, the old school hip hop. Well, now they call it old school hip hop now. To me, that's just
Yeah.
hip hop. But like,
Yeah.
as I got older and I started listening to other music, I'm one of the few people that listened to Eminem before ICP. Like I heard Eminem first. So I heard Eminem
Yeah.
first, and the Marshall Mathers LP just made me go, wait a minute, I can fucking do this too, guy. You know what I mean? And then a couple of years later, my sister's boyfriend, got me listening to like ICP. So ICP was an early influence with me. The storytelling was amazing, and that's the thing. You could just sit there, you could lay back, smoke a blunt, and fucking sit there and stare at the ceiling and listen to these stories that Violent J was telling you. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It's not the same as it used to be, and I understand that.
It is not.
It is not. It is not. And I actually haven't really listened to any Juggalo music in probably like, I want to say like 2 years, because it's just
Hey.
not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not real. It's really not the same for me anymore. I did just listen to the Siamese Goat God today, and I will say, I am hella impressed.
That's what's up.
So, I mean, I don't know if that's considered Juggalo music or not anymore these days, but like, it's pretty good. So
I mean, if you're a juggalo and you're an artist, I guess you know what I mean. You automatically fall into that category of juggalo music. You
Yeah.
know, if you're a juggalo already or had been, you know what I mean. That's
Yeah.
how I look at it, kind of.
I mean,
I
we do
guess
a
you could
lot of
be even
Juggalo
a
shows. We do a lot of
yeah, you
Juggalo
know what
shows
I
and
mean.
stuff, you know.
Yeah,
It's nothing
yeah,
but love for Juggalos. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
nothing but
right.
love for Juggalos, and you know they're
Hmm.
always nice. They always been good to me. I've always been good to them back. You know, ain't nobody ever thrown
Right.
shit at me. You know. Nails Fest. Nails Fest started so December 18th, 2020. My best friend Kyle Nails Fletcher, he passed away very unexpectedly, and we wanted to do something to, you know, it started as we were just going to do a memorial show for him, and it was a crazy, you know, the first time we did it was called Kyle, you know, the Kyle Nails Fletcher Memorial Show, and
Mm.
it just, and you know, it was just a bunch of local artists, you know, that came together to, you know, celebrate Kyle's life with all of us. It was like we had another wake for him after his wake, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, and then it just became like, well, let's do it again, we should do it next year. And then
Yeah.
I actually didn't come up. I didn't come up with the name Nails Fest. Actually, believe it or not, it was a person that I used to be friends with that came up with that name. He came up with Nails Fest because we were thinking about doing it as like, you know how like NBA 2K26, you know,
Yeah.
NBA, like it started off as Nails Fest like 21 or 22. It was going to be Nails Fest 22 or 21. I can't remember exactly. It was going to be 2K21, 2K22, and then we were like, let's just shorten it and just say Nails Fest 26 because it amounts to the year that we're in every year. And now here we are right now. We're, you know, Nails Fest
26. Yeah.
2026.
Yeah.
We've always done it in my backyard. Um, last year was the first year. Last year and the year before were the first years that we really had headlining acts. Um, we had Scum out. We had Scum out the year before last. Um, and then we moved on to that, and we had like Terminology for day one last year, and Tr Diaz was on day one as well. And then we had Triple MFD for day two.
Mm.
Um, it was pretty dope. It was good shit. And you know, this year we're trying to continue the trend. You know, we're
That's
trying to
what's up.
it got too big. We hosted it in my backyard. I had a pretty, you know, I have a large backyard area, and it just got too big for us. Like we were turning away people, and
Mm.
you know, and all of every year this event just we put the money we make from this event right back into it. Like it just every year it just, you know, and a lot of us are investing. A lot of us from NEK, we invest all our own money into it. You know, even if we don't make any money, like we don't care. Like this is all for Kyle. This isn't for us, our egos, none of that shit. And you know, that's always the thing that I do with Nail Spec is like you leave your ego at the door, you leave your problems at the door. Like there's none of that. You know,
Mm.
we've never had any fights. We've never had any really nothing. Honestly,
Right.
it's yeah,
That's how it should
it's
be.
always love.
You know,
It's always love. Yeah.
come there to enjoy the show or the music or whatever the fuck it is.
What'd you
You
say,
know what
Dave?
I mean? Go.
The cops showed up twice the first 2 years.
Yeah.
The first 2 years they showed up once and then twice, but each time they let us finish because they would show up just before we were about to be finished, let us finish, and then they just stopped showing up when people called them because there was nothing they could do. There's no
Yeah.
noise ordinance.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways,
That's
it
what
got
I
too
like.
big. Yep. So it got too big, and now we moved it to Charlie's Hill and Lebanon, Maine now. Um,
Mm.
Great people over there. It's about 10 acres of land, they told us. So we have two different stages to work with, indoor and outdoor stage.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah, especially if you know if the weather is fucked up or whatever, you'd be like, hey, just have to
uh,
come inside or fucking whatever.
almost every year we've had some kind of weather. It's like become a thing. It's either pouring rain or it's going to be so hot that you feel like you're in the Sahara Desert, you know.
Yeah.
So like, you know, so we're used to that. You know, everybody still shows up and shows love for nails, you know, regardless of the weather.
Yeah, yeah, that's what's up.
But now we have the opportunity that if we need to move it inside, we can move it inside
Yeah,
and move things around,
yeah,
you know. You know, we do wrestling at Nailzfest. This year we will have we're gonna have 2 different days. Normally we've been doing it for one day, but we're gonna have 2 days of wrestling at Nailzfest. And day one will be our Rhode Island Championship Wrestling, RICW, which is a really good company. Pretty good friends with the people that run that. And then the promotion that I work with closely, I'm actually a member of their board and basically help them with storylines and stuff like that, is Never Quit Wrestling, which we're based out of like New Bedford, Massachusetts, and all that stuff. And they will be day 2. So it's going to be. We also have this year we're kind of expanded it a little bit, you know, for the people that purchase the weekend campers pass, which I mean they don't have to camp, but they can stay for the weekend, you know. We're gonna have a special day 0 on July 10th, which will be like we're gonna have actually had Nails' father, Sean, he plays in a bunch of bands and stuff, so we're gonna have a bunch. I let him take control of the full booking of that day 0. And it's gonna have a bunch of different bands playing, and you know it's all there for the people that pay that extra, you know, to Friday night. They can have some live music and they can enjoy it. And then, you know, Saturday and Sunday we go hard for the rest of the weekend. It's also all ages, which is, you know, because we've created such a family atmosphere. It's all ages, you know. Everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of I've seen a lot of festivals
around drunk too bad.
Yeah, you know, and you know I've seen people bring their kids every year, man. I mean, I'm not kidding. Like,
it's the same with Gorefest.
Yeah, people bring their kids every year, and I mean, I love it because that's the next generation. You know, I hope seeing maybe one of those artists might inspire them to you know, write music and do whatever they, you know, maybe they want to be a wrestler. You know, they'll grow up to like, you know, so hopefully we can inspire the next generation because, you know, we're all not getting any younger.
Yeah, I used to want to be a wrestler whenever I was a kid. You know what I mean? I mean, I did eventually wrestle in my life. You know what I mean? Eventually, you know what I mean? Because of ICP and shit and backyard wrestling, I eventually became an independent wrestler. But
there you go.
But you know what I mean? That's what I wanted to be whenever I was younger, was a wrestler, you know, because I was a wrestling fan and shit like that. But as I got older, you know, I couldn't really put on like a ton of muscle or nothing like that, but I could get like super cut, you know what I mean? So I was like, well, that's not gonna work out too well. You know what I mean? So then I started skateboarding and shit. And then I was like, well, fuck, I'll be a fucking skateboarder. And that shit didn't work out well either.
I'm sorry. I was listening, but I just saw this.
You're good.
It made me laugh.
Crack me up.
Kaz for president.
Yeah. See?
Livid.
You know what I mean?
That would be my boy Livid. Yeah. But yeah. No, wrestling is it's interesting. You know, I used to do like backyard wrestling when I was younger. Never really took anything serious. Until this past year, I started training and stuff and learning some things. I'm 38 years old, which I will suggest to anybody, if you're going to start to be a wrestler, don't start it at 38 years old, because that next day you feel it really, you know, you start to feel it.
Yeah.
You know,
I started playing roller derby when I moved down to Colorado, when we moved out here. And I tell you what, nobody on my team likes playing against me now.
Roller derby is some crazy shit. I remember used to be able to watch it it was on Spike TV. I used to watch it. I was like, dude, that shit is crazy. These girls are like bulldogging each other onto the wooden floor and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like, this shit's crazy.
We're co-ed too.
All credit to you for doing roller derby, because that's
not only
no
that,
joke.
we're co-ed, so we've got guys.
Shit. Oh yeah. God.
And our youngest is 14, and she's a fucking brute. Yeah. Our oldest is 56, I think.
I bet those guys are just trying to go extra hard on the girls. You know, that's what happens. You know.
Yeah. No, they do, but they don't do very well.
I remember when I played football in high school, people would, if a girl tried out for the team, they would be extra hard on the girls for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
Just to prove a point.
The guys can outmatch me in agility, but brute strength, they get tossed across the floor usually. It's so much fun. It's one of those rare games you can beat each other up and then go out for drinks afterwards.
Right. See, me and my homie used to hockey check each other, even though there's no like ice rinks or anything around that. We'd just be walking, and he's a pretty good sized dude. You know what I mean? And we'd just be like hockey check. Be like blam, be like bitch. If we just fucking roller derby right now, we'd be fucking fucked up. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I tell you
Cause
what, man.
see, I,
I don't
and like
want to do it.
American Gladiators, you ever remember that shit too? Like roller derby would come on, and then like American
Yeah,
Gladiators or some shit like
yeah,
that, would
Yeah.
come
yeah,
on and shit. That was always pretty
yeah.
dope. That's how I got into like roller derby and shit too, cause
They're
you
trying
know
to
what I
bring that
mean.
back again on Amazon. I saw
Mm.
a thing.
Right?
Yeah, they're
Oh
trying to
yeah.
bring it back again. Just a regular Joe Smo is trying to, you know, hit people with muscle bound
Yeah.
crazy guys with the what was it, the when they were standing on the pit there over the pit with
Yeah.
the yeah
Like a
the yeah that
jousting thing.
yep, yep. I always thought that was my favorite part of American Gladiators right there.
Oh yeah.
For sure, for sure. But yeah, Nailzfest this year is July 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Tenth,
It's
11th, and
gonna be
12th. So everybody
yeah,
put that in their calendar.
yeah, Lebanon, Maine. We'll be announcing headlining acts soon, very soon. I just secured one this last past week. We just secured one, so we're pretty much all set, and we're still looking for opening acts. So if anybody's interested in that, they can always contact me on my
Hell yeah.
Facebook or Instagram or whatever.
That's what's up.
Oh,
Shit.
hold on, my wife is communicating to me. Oh, I'm tapping on the desk. Stop doing that.
It wasn't even bothering me.
It bothers her.
Hell yeah. Shit, I'm one of them people. I just fucking, you know what I mean? Just
She
shit,
said it
just
wasn't
fucking.
bothering her either.
I'm used to
It's
everything.
yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. What else you got for questions? I'm ready.
So we do have another question,
Yep.
but with Nails Fest being so close, Chaotic was gonna leave it out.
Yeah.
Um, so we call it Dead or Alive. Any
Okay.
artist, dead or alive, that if you could do a single, an album with ever,
Oh.
who would it be?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Any artist, dead or alive, if I could do a single or an album with, man, honestly, that's tough because it's like
That's the point.
I love so much music. It's tough for me, but like honestly, uh, I don't know. It's honestly that's an honest question. I don't know. Like I could say Tupac Shakur. I could say Biggie Smalls, and I'd be like, oh, our styles would mesh so badly that it would be terrible. You
Yeah.
know. I would say
Yeah.
Eminem, but
And
he would
two.
completely outclass me to like the point that it wouldn't even be point. If a song with me and Eminem got released, it would be just people making fun of me. Um,
Maybe not.
you know. So I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of artists, but I mean, one of the guys I've always wanted to collaborate with. I mean, I've always had the opportunity, but I've just never reached out about it. Is King Gordy? I absolutely love King Gordy. He's literally one of my favorite artists of all time. Great guy. You know, I've met him a couple times.
Yeah.
I've spoken to him a couple times. He's a great guy, and literally he's the Biggie Smalls of like horrorcore, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like there is really not many people in horrorcore that fuck with what King Gordy raps about. He paints those pictures for us. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? He
Yes, he
paints those
does.
pictures, and that's what's important to me. I want to be able to listen to it and close my eyes, and I can just see the story being played out. I love that
Yeah.
shit. There's nothing better than that. Nothing better than that.
Oh
I
yeah.
do have a couple things I wanted to plug on here real quick. Could I see my
Absolutely.
notes real quick? I sent it to you in your Facebook.
Yeah, yeah. We don't do anything really by script. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you get that after the show's done.
Yeah. No, I
You get
just
the
take
whole
notes
script
of
after.
stuff that I want to
I
remind
just like,
myself to
you
talk
know,
about because I'll
yeah.
get talking and I fucking I have ADHD, bro. I fucking forget everything.
Yeah.
Tricked Out's War Factory EP will be out May 1st. You can pre-order that right now on iTunes and help him chart on iTunes and help an underground artist chart on iTunes. If you don't have iTunes, you can download it on your phone and then you can just hit pre-order. And it's only, I believe, $3.99. It won't cost much.
Yeah.
June 12th,
Report the
Pain.
calls.
June 12th, Pain, who's another person that's been on the show, also represents NEK Entertainment.
Sweetheart.
He'll be releasing another single from his Da Vinci of Death album he's working on called Headcase.
Mm.
May 16th, RICW, which is one of the promotions I work with, will be doing a show in, I'm going to butcher this fucking name of this town, but it's Rhode Island. Chepachet, Rhode Island. Is that what it says? Chepachet, Rhode Island. It will be no limits. It's basically like their own Royal Rumble. If you can't make it there, then it will be available on their YouTube and their Facebook page. And then May 24th, NQW has a unnamed show right now. Has not been named. We're still working on that. That will be in New Bedford, Massachusetts. But of course, as always, Nailzfest 26, July 10th, 11th, and 12th at Charlie's Hill in Lebanon, Maine. It's going to be a great time. Thank you for my notes, dear.
I don't know how Chaotic does this without taking notes. He just kind of sits down and goes.
He'll ask you some of the craziest questions too. Not because
Right?
he'll ask the crazy. It's because I think he sits and dwells on it. You know, that's
Yeah.
good though. You know,
I think
If
he
you think
just
about
has
it all the
random
time,
weird
so.
shit pop into his head.
yeah.
Like some of the
I mean,
questions I get randomly throughout the day are like, where the fuck did that come from?
I see Buzzkill saying story songs are what got me into hip hop. Yes. Whoa. Chaotic said fucking Jesus in the ass. Yeah, I said that once.
Yeah, that's what got him into hip hop.
Yeah. Okay. Kelsey
Wow.
says she can't wait for Nailzfest. Can't wait to see you there. NEK got no fight. The CIA will prove that. Whoever you are, you're wrong. Let's see. Ja Murda. What happened to NEK? He's an NEK guy.
Yeah.
I know it's a Gordy line. You need an NEK shirt like that? They are on actually Tricked Out's page. I believe it's trickedoutdrip.com. You can order the NEK all day shirts. You can order plenty of Tricked Out gear. We got NEK bucket hats. I don't have one right now, but yeah, it's we're getting a little more business, you know, than we used to have.
That's what's up.
So it's good. Yep. All right. You guys got any other questions?
Just ask Chaotic.
Just ask chaotic. Is that what
Yeah.
you said?
I just asked him, Chaotic, any weird
Any
questions?
weird question? Kaz for president again. All right, Lily. Maybe someday.
So,
Maybe someday.
do you have some new any kind of new music coming out anytime?
Well, I do. I have no date in mind. I have like a whole EP done. I'm helping everybody else push their own stuff right now. I don't really have I don't even know if I'll end up releasing it, you know. It's just
Yeah.
I'm trying to work with everybody else right now, you know, guys like Tricked Out and Ermac, Ja Murder, Livid. Livid is another one that's with NEK, of course. You know, I'm working with all these guys to try to, you know, push them. I'm not really in a hurry to release anything, you know.
Yeah.
But I do
It's
know that,
there,
you know,
you know.
what I'm working on is probably like it might possibly be the last things I do, you know, because I've been leaning more towards I'm doing more of the production side of things or the management. You know, I've been doing a lot of stage management and stuff like that. I've been performing less and less. I think I've done.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done a single show this year. I'm not sure. I don't think I've done a single show this year.
Are you
I
going
just
to
I
perform
work
at
on.
Nailzfest?
Okay, so I always try to book myself to perform at Nailzfest, but I always end up like not. Oh, we no, we didn't. Yeah, we didn't perform at Shamrock Shenanigans. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, no, we did. We'll go up and perform like Tricked Out. We have a song that we all did together called Underground Kings that was off my album Order 66. And then
Uh,
I'll do like On My Way, which I did with Tricked Out, every once in a while. Ermac, I do Chedek with him live. But mostly, I'm moving myself more into the production side of things, stage managing, all that stuff, because I seem to like it more, and it's actually less stressful to be than being an artist. I will say that.
Yeah,
You know,
I can see that.
shows like Lethal Weekend, I stage managed the shit out of Lethal Weekend last year, and I'll probably be doing the same thing this year. Fury's a good friend of mine, so I'm always willing to help out.
That's cool.
Yep. But yeah, if I do end up putting it out, it might possibly be some of my last stuff because I don't. I'm not angry anymore. That was where a lot of my old music was based out. It was anger, and I'm not really there anymore. I'm in a better place in life now.
That's
And
awesome.
95% of that's because of my wife. But
Good job, Misty.
you put me in a better place. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if I do, I'm this year, next year, year after, who knows? Who knows when I'll put it out?
oh yeah.
Yeah. Um, the tag team New England Kings. That's Hack Robinson and Tricked Out. Actually, Tricked Out is trained on and off. For the past couple of years, he trained with Grappling Greg, and now he's training. They just became a tag team. They're both part of NEK, and I'm kind of like their manager, third person. We're part of the faction. You know, um, we're always taking bookings. So if any wrestling promotions see this, reach out.
Oh yeah.
We can talk.
Oh, God.
But
That's
yeah.
what's up. I
Yep.
always still try to network. And see, that's the thing too. Like networking is a big part of it. You know,
Hmm.
especially in underground anything. If you're, trying to promote something or whatever, then
Yeah.
networking is,
Oh yeah.
the biggest half of it.
I'm constantly talking to promotions and stuff and networking with them and stuff. It's a thing. I'm gonna get Kaz to
Yeah.
do a party song with me about our dad bods. All right. We'll see. We'll see, Buzzkill. We'll
Yeah.
see. Yeah, network is a huge thing, and music and whatever.
Mhm.
95% of my friends today are just because I met them at a show or I met them at a festival or whatever. And that's just like that's how NEK it kind of is. I just like met this person randomly and we became friends, and next thing you know, now they're family. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know.
That's how it goes for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, friendships do build. You know,
Absolutely.
and some people can't
Absolutely.
see past that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that you see it a lot, people with egos or whatever, it's a thing. I mean at one time I probably had an ego, but I mean once you get older and you look around and you're like, wow, I ain't shit, you know?
Right?
I ain't shit, and that's the thing. And that's the thing, we built with NEK, we built a team of guys that are just they're dope, They're just
Yeah.
dope ass rappers. And my wife, who's a dope ass rapper too.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she's a better rapper than
That's what's up.
me.
Yeah, Misty's amazing.
Yeah. She's an inspiration, is what she is. I'm an inspiration.
See, and that's how
Yes.
you have to surround yourself with is other people, like-minded people and shit.
Yeah, because if you
That
got one person in the team
want
that's
to keep.
dragging you down, it's gonna drag the
Mm,
whole team
Mm-hmm.
down. Absolutely. You know, that's the thing is as you go, you'll find your people that are, there to help, and then you find your people that you have to kind of let go. And I mean, we've had people like
Mm,
that in NEK. Last year up in Nailzfest,
yeah.
we kind of wiped out a lot of people out of NEK because it was just like, well, are they doing anything for us? Are they pushing the brand? No, like a lot of people were just using it as a way for clout chasing, and like that's not what we're about. We're NEK is a family. We work together,
Mm,
we do everything together. We wrestle together. We do everything.
yeah, right.
You know, you know,
Hell yeah.
next year will be 10 years of NEK, and that blew my mind when I was thinking about that the other day, and I was like, wow, I 2017,
Mm,
Kyle, Nails was the first person to have. I used to live in Vermont, and everything's branded with NEK in Vermont. NEK liquors, NEK vapor. It means New England Kingdom. And I remember sitting there, and I was working a 9 to 5 job. I hated my life. This was before 2017, but I hated my life. I hated where I was in life and everything else. And I was like, New England Kings, that would be a cool name for like a
mm,
collaborative, because I've been in, record labels and stuff like that. And
yeah, yeah.
it's basically, it's one person getting pushed and everybody else pushing them and nobody else is getting anything in return. And that's why I wanted to do an artist collaborative, because if you're putting in work, we push everybody equally. But if you're not, then you're not getting pushed. Like that's just how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you're putting music out and put it underneath the label, say you're an artist putting out music and shit like that, and I put out like 2 songs, 7 songs or whatever, and I'm like, well, how come I'm not getting that shit? Be like, bitch, do the same fucking work I'm doing. Put out 7 motherfucking songs, the same 7 I fucking did, motherfucker. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And then
Yep.
go from there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Either do the same as me or more than I. You know?
Yep. There's always somebody that wants to do a quarter amount of the work, but they want to get the whole reward.
Mm,
You know, it's just
yeah,
how, unfortunately, in the music industry, you see it so much. You see it so much.
yeah,
You know, I mean, not for nothing, but like CIA, for instance, they wanted to be on the show. I put them they were kind of in the middle of the show of Shamrocks and Shenanigans. So I mean, that's a better spot than most people that are, because CIA and Frank Bones and all that, they're kind of unknowns. You know what I mean? So like, to put him in the middle spot, I was thinking I was doing them a favor, because
Mm-hmm.
back when I started, I was opening shows. I was the first
hmm,
motherfucker up there. I had to I
yeah,
had to do that. Be the nervous person going first.
AI
And
prefers that.
sometimes it's better because you can just do it and get your shit over with. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
and then
know,
you don't have to live up to whoever was before you.
I fucking hate headlining. You know why I hate headlining? I ain't gonna fucking. I don't want to be up till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning to
Mm-hmm.
headline. That shit sucks. And if you want that spot, you need to fucking earn it, and that's how it
Yes.
works. And being upset, and then dude jumps on stage while Ermac's performing and pushes him after his set, and that's where this is where all this started, was literally because to me it just seemed like jealousy. Is there's
What
no
it
need
sounds
for it.
like. Yeah.
You have to earn your shit.
Yes.
That's how I see it. I
right.
had the headline, actually, Buzzkill's on here. Buzzkill was in the chat. I had a headlining show for him a couple years ago up in Maine, where he's from. I headlined a show up there. I went on and I went and did a half an hour with Tricked Out, hyping Tricked Out, doing songs with Tricked Out, and then I went on to do almost an hour by myself with myself and Misty. It's not fun. It's not that fun.
Right.
It is fun. Yeah, she says it's fun.
It is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fun. It's fun, but like I had to reach into. I mean, I had to reach into my
yeah.
old discography of some old music I haven't even thought of in a long
Yeah.
time. I think that was the last show that Misty actually did every single one of her songs, just about.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
Like
It
we're
was
gonna
fun.
do all these.
There's some of them. There's some songs that I've done that I won't even bother even putting into the thing because I'm like I'm not performing that with my wife. You know, I have songs like "America Scumbag." I'm not going to perform that with my wife. You know, train
Why
wreck.
not?
I'm the train wreck. I'm not performing because I mean that was a different time, different place, and different energy. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
America Scumbag. I'm rapping about being a complete scumbag, and like I feel like that's not me anymore. You know what I mean? I feel like Kyle took on that role of the scumbag Kaz. You know that used to be my thing. I was America's scumbag. Oh, that was your favorite song when you met me? Oh, red flag.
See, because that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
See, like, I don't know if I could walk around and say things to like my girlfriend or wife or whatever, just certain, random shit that's nasty or fucking anything else like that, and they think
yeah,
it's either funny or, or something or whatever else have you. I think I could, because there's certain things in my songs that I say, you know, that was a different time, but it's still a song or whatever, and it's still a part of the song, whether, and some songs, people like extra like that, you know what I mean? Because
yeah.
they could, I don't know, I guess they could see your growth in the person at your same time.
True, I guess. Like Trainwreck's not one of those ones I like to do. Literally, the first minute of it is a voicemail from my ex-girlfriend talking about how she was drunk
Yeah.
and cheated on me, and then I just completely obliterated her. It was terrible. It was terrible. But it's just one of those
Right.
songs where I'm just like, I
Yeah.
don't feel comfortable performing this with my wife. I don't. I mean, as you know, she's the first one to be like, "Fuck that bitch." But I mean, it's been 7 years. It's what? Oh, you said fuck that bitch. Oh, you did.
Yeah, we could still yell at 7 years later. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Nah,
Yeah.
just or whatever. Fuck
I
that,
think I
man.
I think I broke that song out once. I did a show a couple years ago, and it went over pretty well. Huh?
Right.
What? I think it was the Twisted show. Oh my god, there's a funny story about that show. So her and I had recently broken up. She was a huge Twisted fan.
Hmm.
Blah. But anyways, we were opening up for Twisted at the show, and we decided to end my set with that song because I knew she was there. So the whole time we have the whole NEK crew on stage with me. The whole time we have the NEK crew on stage with me. I was like, look, if this girl starts like trying to get up here, because she's gonna like, we're gonna have to like throw her off the stage or something. Luckily enough, she didn't. So there's spoiler alert, the story sucks. Nothing happened, but I don't think she liked the song very much. I never had to hear from her after that, so it's cool.
Right.
But it was just me. I guess that was my way of being like, fuck you.
Yeah.
But it
Right.
went over great. Everybody loved it at the show.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. Just so you know, that relationship is still over. you know.
Absolutely. 7 years later,
you
fuck
know.
that bitch.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to her
Yeah.
in I don't know how long.
6 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
it might even be longer now. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. Ain't got no need for that.
Nope. My wife's over here going,
Hell yeah.
it most certainly will be long. We'll see. Of course, it'll be longer.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. No doubt.
So yeah, it's my current
Fuck
wife,
the
Misty.
shikey. Yeah. Yeah. yeah.
Sorry, people make jokes on TikTok about that all the time, so I'll send it to her.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. See, I'm not much of a TikToker, but I
Neither
do
was I at
get
one
on
time.
there sometimes and shit. And I do see some funny videos and shit. Even like Chris Calico does some shit with his wife and shit.
Yeah,
You know.
I was
Uh,
never much of a TikToker at all. Misty got me to make a TikTok with her 7 years ago of me chasing her with a chainsaw, and
right.
I was like, "Hey, this is kind of fun." And then it turned into me wearing her dress in some of the videos and stuff. And I mean, I
Yeah.
am gigantic compared to my wife. I'm, at the time I'm like 6 feet, almost 300 pounds, and my wife
Yeah.
is 95 pounds. It was just one of those stupid switch videos. I'm gonna make a switch thing,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
she was wearing
Yeah.
my
You wear
clothes and I
your
was wearing
shit.
her
Yeah.
dress. Yeah, that shit
Yeah,
was
yeah.
funny as hell.
Right.
Yeah. Needless to say, she never wore that dress again.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, I
Couldn't.
destroyed it.
It's stretched out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's no good.
It's in
No good.
it's in your side of the closet now. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Uh, oh my god, I remember that video.
Like this feels so good. you know? I'm keep this.
Yeah.
But no
Trying to read the
doubt, bro.
trying to read the comments. Doesn't sing "Stairway to Heaven" because you can't relate to a 24-year-old him anymore. You just grow. Yeah, yeah. You just grow as a person. I can't relate to, like I was saying before. I feel like before Nails died, he took over the scumbag. Like he was America's scumbag. That was his favorite song because he started off. He was just my hype man, and then he became my partner in doing music, and that was his favorite song to do. And he literally started living as the American scumbag. I mean, I'm not kidding. We do a show, open it up for ICP, and we're all going, "Where the fuck is Nails?" We're going over, and I look up in the balconies at the Palladium in Worcester, and I see him having a girl bent over the rail and putting it right to her. And I was like, that's my boy. I'm so proud of him right now. Yep, he was
Get it
he
in where
turned.
you can get it in.
Hey man, you get it in
That's for
if you
sure.
get it in the Worcester Palladium is a temple, you know?
Yeah.
You get it in, get it in. That's a house of worship right there for juggalos, especially New England juggalos. The Palladium, that is our home away from home.
Mhm.
People flock in from everywhere in New England to go there because it's usually the only place the clowns play and everything else. I mean, every once in a while they'll play at the Webster in Connecticut, but the
Yeah.
Webster. They played a show in Vermont once. Nobody cared about that.
No. Vermont's too small.
Vermont has some pretty good hip hop artists, but like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very small place to be.
The
I
only
mean, oh, sorry, go ahead.
there's only a couple places you'll see anybody, actually known. There's the Pickle Barrel in Killington. There's and there's two places in Burlington. I think one of them's Northern Lights. The other one starts with an F, I think.
Yeah, see, I
I
ain't
think,
even heard of that.
yeah. Coheed and Cambria played in Burlington was it Northern Lights? At one of the two places in Burlington. I don't remember where, but Coheed and Cambria was there. That was a good show. But it's usually the Pickle Barrel in Killington.
I remember,
It's right at the base of the mountain.
The rapper Cage. He played in
Mhm.
Vermont once. Livid went to that show and told me about it. I didn't even know Cage was going to be doing any kind of performing anytime soon. He played in Vermont. It was a random show he told me about. But yeah, Vermont's not like Vermont has good hip hop artists. It's just not a good place for hip hop, honestly. I mean, New
No.
Hampshire's the same, and it's been a struggle in New Hampshire for the last 25 years. Especially where I started, we were doing shows at like this terrible club in North Conway,
Yeah.
and we're a bunch of. That's back when I was in the Cell Block Psychos. We did a contest. It was our best song rap contest, and we actually ended up winning it. Strangely enough, it was fucking weird because I mean they brought in people. They tried to fix that shit as much as they could, but the crowd got so behind us because we were so different from everybody else that the crowd just fucking they loved us, and that's basically like that was my first show I ever did was a contest, and we ended up winning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like we beat out
That's
people
what's
from
up.
like New York. Like they brought in people to try to rig that contest, and we fucking won it. It was
Damn.
all based off the crowd's reaction. Nobody gave like the judges could judge us on shit, but like the judges even kind of gave us good scores. But the crowd was the end favor, and the crowd loved us.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Stage presence is everything.
Yeah, I mean that's something I've always tried to have is a really good stage presence. You know, I've always that uh,
Yeah.
Pain is the perfect example of somebody that has the most incredible stage presence.
He does.
Every movement he does on stage, it means something. It
Hmm.
he like it I can't say he choreographs it. It's just he probably does, but I mean it's amazing to watch him perform because I mean I wouldn't say I've heard Scum tell me straight up that he goes, I've taken pointers from Pain on what I should do. And I started, using more articulation with my performances and shit because of Pain. And that's the thing. He's telling a story was how he's doing it. If he's saying shot in the head, he's in it. He's there to entertain you. And I mean that guy
Yeah.
is sweating buckets of blood by that time. And not buckets of blood,
Oh,
but
oh yeah, he
buckets
is.
of sweat when he's done. He's done performing. It's
He
He
done cut
is.
amazing.
himself like 7 times.
Yeah, yeah.
Buckets
I
of
mean,
blood and shit,
yeah,
So
Yeah.
that shit.
yeah,
Payne has
yeah,
I
an
guess my real
amazing
foot.
stage presence.
yeah. I was just the guy that was standing on bars and kicking people's drinks off the bar and all that stuff. I would just find a way to get their attention and make it mean something. Have them in your hands. You know,
Mhm.
because you remember,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, they're here to see a show. Did you come here just to stand here and rap, or do you gonna move around a little bit? You gonna,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Or when I was younger,
Right.
my stage performance was way better than it is now. Though I used to be the guy sweating buckets of sweat. Now I'm just like, man, it's too fucking hot up here.
Yeah. It is sometimes, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, certain
Yeah.
venues. More venues need to invest in fans for their stage.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
For
for sure.
sure. For sure.
Yeah. But hey, bro, I gotta jump off here. I gotta go to work here in a few hours.
Oh,
Uh,
Oh,
good.
I always
so
forget you're
I'm
2 hours
I'm probably
ahead
going.
of me.
Yeah.
Oh, all good. I could jump off too.
But hell
It's
yeah.
getting late. I'm getting tired.
But hell yeah,
Thanks for
because I was
coming
gonna
on,
leave you with
Casket.
sweet
Oh,
pea.
of course. Thank you guys for
Hell yeah.
having me.
Absolutely.
No doubt,
Tell,
bro.
tell Chaotic when he's feeling better sometime. We'll do it again.
I will.
Yeah.
He
All
will.
right.
Let's
He
do it
will
pretty
love
soon.
that. He was so excited that you're going to be on tonight, and
Yeah.
then he got pneumonia.
Yeah.
He's pretty
Well,
bummed.
tell him to hit me up.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
plan something out. We'll plan
I
something
will.
out for the
Yeah,
future.
yeah. Whoop, whoop.
All right. All right. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Casket.
No problem. Thank you.
Peace.
I left before.
All right. Sandra Cage on Saturday.
Xander Cage, Saturday, May
Yes.
2nd. May 1st, y'all motherfuckers show up in Louisville, Kentucky at WWME Hall. Clockwork E and shit. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop. Have a good one, fam.
Peace.